Peter had two different coloured tennis balls as shown below. So he had a white tennis ball and a green tennis ball. He shone white light through a red filter onto each ball. So remember, a red filter will reflect or allow to pass through red light, but it will absorb all other lights. And also remember that white light contains all of the colours of the spectrum. So, the white ball appeared red. Explain why this ball appeared red. It's because, as I said, white light contains all the colours, but only red light can pass through the filter. So therefore, the white ball will reflect red light because only red could go through. And then in experiment 2, he shone white light through a red filter at a green ball. Well, a red filter will only let a red light through, but then the green ball will absorb the red light, so it will appear black because no colours will be reflected. So it's because the ball absorbs red light. Peter set up a different experiment. He cut 3 holes in a piece of card. 2 of the holes were covered by coloured filters as shown below. So they had a red filter, green filter and a clear filter. Peter placed a red filter between the piece of card and a white screen. He shone white light at the piece of card and 3 holes in it. So white light, so it's going to let red, green and white through, white light. However, the green light will be blocked by the red filter, so the only thing that's allowed through is the light that's gone through the 2 red filters, so there'll be a red dot there, and then the white light, all the other colours will be absorbed, and then only red will be allowed to pass through, so you'll get 2 red spots on that screen. Sunita put on a pair of special glasses as shown below. The glasses have coloured filters in them. Sunita looks at a lamp through the green filter. The lamp gives out white light, but appears to be green. So you've got a green filter on that side of the glasses and red filter on this side. And she's looking through a green filter. The lamp gives out white light. So if she's looking at it through a green filter, the lamp gives out white light. Well, white light contains all of the colours, but then all of the colours would be absorbed by the green filter except green, which is allowed to pass through. So the answer is white light is a mixture of colours, including green light, and green light passes through and all other colours are absorbed. Sunita looks at a red lamp. What colour will the lamp appear to Sunita if she looks at it through the red filter? Right, well, it'll appear red because red light is allowed to pass through, but all of the others will be absorbed. What colour will the lamp appear to Sunita if she looked at it through the green filter? Well, if it's a red lamp, like it says, a green filter will actually absorb the red light, so it will just appear black because there's no colour left, no light left to go through. The human eye detects red light, blue light and green light. A combination of red, green and blue light is seen as white. We see other colours when different combinations of red, blue and green enter the eye. This is shown in the table. Some magenta paint is illuminated by a combination of red, green and blue light. Explain why the paint appears magenta. That is because it will absorb the green light and reflect red and blue mixed together makes magenta. A mixture of cyan paint and yellow paint appears green in a combination of red and blue and green light. Explain what happens to the red light. The red light will be absorbed by the cyan paint. The blue light is absorbed by the yellow paint, and the green light is reflected by both paints. Most colours of paint can be obtained by mixing different colours of cyan, magenta and yellow paints. What combination of these paints make blue paint? Well, blue is a combination of cyan and magenta, and red paint is a mixture of magenta and yellow. Question 4. Light shines onto a ball. Naomi is looking at the ball. Describe how light from the lamp lights up the ball and makes it visible to Naomi. Light is reflected by the ball. Some of the light from the ball enters Naomi's eye. So basically, the light shines on the ball, some of it is reflected by the ball, and it gets reflected into Naomi's eye. Naomi uses different colours of light and different coloured balls. Complete the table to show the colours that the balls appear to Naomi. So the ball is white, the colour of the light is red. Well, all that it can do is reflect the red light because there's only red light being shined at it. Green is the colour of the ball, but white light is shone at it. Well, white light is a combination of all colours, but the ball is green, so it will only reflect green. Why does a black object appear black in any light? Because it absorbs all the light, all the colours of the light. Choose from the following terms to complete the sentence below. At a plane mirror, the angle of incidence is equal to the angle of reflection. Distance from the object to the mirror is equal to the apparent distance from the mirror to the image. So that's just the law of reflection, that the incidence is equal to the angle of reflection. A beam of white light shines onto a sheet of white paper. An identical beam of light shines onto a mirror. The light is scattered from the paper and reflected from the mirror. Describe how scattering by paper and reflection by a mirror are different from each other. Well, scattering, because it's a rough surface, it will reflect the light in all directions. Whereas reflection, because it's by a plane mirror, which is a flat, shiny surface, it will send the light just in one direction.